People, hello, how are you? Hopefully we're all doing well. I'm Tom. Canelo versus Berlanga. Yet again, we've got another fight that doesn't really get anybody excited, except for the hardcore Canelo fans. I think that's a fair statement, right? Berlanga's a good guy. I rate Berlanga. He's good. But it's Canelo, and come on. Really? I mean, if you're really going to sit there and tell me you're excited for this fight and you're not a hardcore Canelo fan, I just don't believe you. This doesn't really get anybody hyped up except for the hardcore Canelo fans. Let me say, Canelo has earned his dues. He's entertained for enough years and done enough things for long enough that he's earned the right to be able to pick and choose his fights. I've got no issues with that. I'm not going to sit here and pretend he hasn't earned it or he doesn't deserve it, because he does. He's a very, very good fighter and he's worked very, very hard to get to the point he's at. But when there's people like Benavidez who have been sat on the side waiting for years and years and years, and you just will not fight him, come on. This is another fight nobody gets excited for besides hardcore Canelo fans. If I'm Berlanga, I'm looking at this now. I'm looking at Canelo right now, and if there's ever a time I want to fight Canelo, it's right now. He seems less motivated. He seems to have less of a desire, less of a want to go out there and perform. I'm not sitting here and saying he's not training as hard, because I don't know. I'm not in a training camp. I'm not sitting here and saying he's not good, because he's obviously still Canelo. He's still very good. But if I was ever going to fight Canelo, I'd want it to be now. And he doesn't seem to have that want, that desire, or that motivation to go out there and fight the best, because he's not. That said, it is still Canelo, and of course you have to favour Canelo. It's Canelo Alvarez. You obviously favour him going into most fights. The only fight I think I haven't picked him to win in my time of watching Canelo was the Bivol fight. I picked Bivol to beat him. I remember a conversation, had a few arguments at work about it, because I picked Canelo to lose, Bivol to win. No one else sort of thought it, and obviously that's what happened. Since then, before then, you always pick Canelo. Canelo is that guy, right? And like I say, he's earned the right to be able to pick and choose who he fights. I just think if I were to fight him, obviously I'm not, but if I were to, I'd want to fight him now when he seems less motivated, less of a want, less of a desire. Why not get it done now? Do you know what I mean? But like I said, it's still Canelo. He's still going to win. At the end of the day, no matter how poor and unmotivated Canelo is, when he steps into that ring, he will still win the fight. He will step into that ring and win the fight, no matter how poor he is, no matter how unmotivated he is, because he's a phenomenal boxer and he's fighting somebody who isn't at his level. Not to say he's bad, because he's not, but he's fighting somebody who isn't at his level. And that's why nobody's interested in the fight. I'm not going to sit here and say we're losing respect for him, because we're not. Again, he's earned it. What he's doing's better than what Floyd Mayweather's doing. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm happy we see him out there. I'm glad he's a fighter that stays active. 2 fights a year. He guarantees you, Floyd Mayweather, Canelo Alvarez will guarantee you 2 fights a year. Come rain, shine, snow, he will fight twice a year without fail. And that ultimately is more than can be said for a lot of fighters right now. So in that aspect, look, fair enough to him. And like I said, he's paid his dues. He can fight who he wants. But nobody's excited for this fight, because we know Canelo will step in that ring unmotivated and poor as perhaps he's ever been, if that is to happen, and he'll still win the fight. So nobody gets motivated for this. I'm sorry, it's just the hard truth. I'm going Canelo by stoppage. Probably fairly early. It's Canelo. But Canelo by stoppage. That's my thoughts, people. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. I'll probably miss something. Maybe I'm being harsh to Canelo, right? Maybe I'm being unfair and harsh. Let me know if that's the case. If so, I'll apologise, right? But I think it's a fair judgment. I, along with most people, am not motivated to watch this fight. I'm not interested about this fight. I'm not intrigued to watch this fight. I probably won't watch this fight. I might watch it back afterwards, but I was going to be staying up for it. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below, people. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you leave a like, a comment, subscribe if you know how YouTube works. Peace.